The year is 2021, in the month of September. This is where Andrei Jikh met with Professor Oak Cali and purchased one of the largest Pokemon collections of all time. He didn't purchase the whole collection, just a portion. And the original listing on eBay was for about $220,000. So my friend Andrei here on the left, I guess he's not my friend. I've never talked to him, but I want to do a reaction video to this interview with Graham, Stephan, and Jack. So Graham Stephan has a YouTube channel, if you're not familiar, does personal finance. Highly recommend. Gentleman on the left, Andrei Jikh, is the one who purchased the collection. He also has a YouTube channel doing personal finance. Jack, the gentleman in the back right, is the editor and also sits on these podcasts with Graham. So I just want to do similar to the other video I did a reaction to, is kind of listen to this as it plays through. Andrei's revealing his purchase to Graham, who also is into Pokemon. Graham purchased into Logan Paul's initial box break for about $11,000. So I want to see how this goes, and here we go.
Yeah, my newest investment. Let's see it. All right, let's see this. You guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Ready?
Love to see it.
I know.
Yes, I know what it is.
Everybody knows what it is. So a little preface too. This is a snippet out of the podcast they're doing. So the way Graham and Jack do it, they have this thing called clips. When there's something big that comes up, they'll put that little clip on a separate channel for you to have to go follow that channel. It's kind of annoying. I'm actually really annoyed by it, but it is what it is.
Wow, yes. Subscribe down below to the.
So this is where they're plugging that.
This is only going to be available there since this is visual.
Wait, Andrei, to entice them, the clips people, how much did you spend on this investment?
I'm not gonna say how much, but I can say what the original listing was listed for.
Yeah.
It was listed for $220,000.
All right, guys, go watch
That was on eBay. Again, that's
it on the Clips channel.
a lot of money.
I negotiated with the seller. He came to Vegas. I also had Gary, King Pokemon. He's like the guy with the biggest collection of Charizards in the world. He came over to authenticate the transaction. My parents were there. My friends were there. I invited you. You guys didn't come out.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. During the video, I was like, man, I wonder if Graham's gonna show up, just because it was in Vegas. I knew it was close to him, and obviously he stood him up.
I was too busy
I thought you
making.
were gonna come with Graham.
I had sponsors to film.
There we go. All right.
So in the podcast, the running joke was that Graham has sponsors and spends way too much time doing sponsors, and it eats up all of his video time.
So this right here is the base set Charizard that I pulled on my birthday, January 4th. So
Remember that video?
yeah, I went crazy, man.
You're not gonna grade that, bro? Slab that boy. Come on, you got it in a top
And
loader.
I was so excited. Like the experience of pulling a Charizard that I never had as a kid.
I don't know if I've ever had an experience pulling a Charizard in my entire life.
Was like
Any
mind
set.
blowing.
Yeah,
and I have it on video.
Yeah, that's so cool. How much would you sell this for?
I don't think I would.
Like, what's the market value of this?
Ungraded, I would say like $100, no, like $300, $400 ungraded.
I'm impressed. He nailed it. So probably about low end damage card, you're looking at about $200. High end, $1,000 for something mint raw.
Graded.
Gem
I
mint
would get a PSA
looking.
9. It wouldn't get a 10.
What
High
What
end.
if I offer
Average
you
3-4.
400 cash right now? Or I'll go to my room right now, bring you 400.
I would do it if you offered me 10K right now.
Oh, I do see a little bit of fraying.
Oh yeah, 300.
Fraying.
There's silvering.
Oh, it's
Silver.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Over on
because
this-
when they
Andre, respect.
cut the cards, it has like a little bit of a silvering effect.
Yeah, does it like splinter it a little
Yeah,
bit?
exactly. A
How
little
much?
bit.
$500. Or
Just
no?
This guy. This podcast, highly recommend watching it. They were just busting each other's balls back and forth, and it's hilarious that Graham's still going in.
I would do it for that.
Did you not see him in the video, Graham? He was so happy.
Okay, but this card right here is the real treasure.
Oh yeah, it's my magic. See it? Let me see it.
No, I'm gonna take it.
You stole it last podcast.
Yeah, you did steal it last
did.
podcast.
That was the Magikarp he pulled out of his Logan Paul pack with his Gyarados.
This is like the Indiana Jones little relic that I bring with me. But this right here is the Kahuna.
Oh, he brought the whole case.
How do we position this right here? Wow,
This is what we're here
this
for.
Is a big
I love
boy.
opening this.
That looks beautiful.
Go ahead.
Thanks,
Bam.
Alex.
Look at that.
So this right here is our 103 cards of the base set. This is a shadowless PSA 10 complete collection. So there are only 11 known in existence today, but only 15 possible. And that's because one of the cards in here, by the way, these 16 cards in this row, represents like 99% of the value of this
Facts.
entire case. Just these 16 cards. So this right here is
Less than 99, but yeah.
I remember this guy. Oh gosh. There we go. Hiya. Alright. Then we have Blastoise. So this card,
I'm just gonna run through it
this
again.
card right here is going on eBay right now, and doesn't mean it's gonna sell for this much, but it's listed on eBay for 40,000 by itself right here. This is the Blastoise.
Gem and 10.
Gem and 10, yeah. So all of these are Gem and 10s.
Ram's like, I'm gonna offer you $5. You want $500? I'll go get it right now out of my room.
And this right here is the reason why this set can only have 15 in existence, because of this card, Chansey.
There's only 50.
There's only 15 in the world in this condition.
Graham has a uncut fossil sheet on his wall.
That we know of so far.
You know what's crazy about PSA 10? Is that you could travel back in time to 1998, open a pack with like white leathery gloves, and like put it into a seal, give it to PSA to grade, and you're not guaranteed a 10.
True.
Just because of the way it was printed. So if it's printed just a millimeter off center, or if it's got print lines that's no fault of your own, it's just from the factory, you can't get a 10.
That's incredible.
Seems Andrei's educated himself enough on Pokemon to know what he's talking about.
This, of course, is the big card, and this is the
That's
reason
the
why
big
this
boy
is
right
so
there.
expensive. This card last sold. Actually, Gary was the one that bought it last. Not this card specifically, but one like it. The PSA 10 Shadowless Charizard. In this right here is 110,000 by itself.
You want to hold it, Jack?
Hold it.
By the way, did you put this in alphabetical order?
It is in alphabetical order, just because of the way it's meant to be displayed.
It's powerful. How much is a pack right now, shadowless, unopened, unweighed?
That's a good question. I want to say it's at least a couple grand, right?
Yeah, it's about a
10
couple.
grand?
No.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. My guess is it $3 grand.
Maybe. Yeah, 3 grand sounds about right. I have 9 heavy
About $3 grand, probably.
base set packs
Less
that I
than
haven't
that.
opened yet. They're not shadowless. You know what's crazy about this whole set, shadowless? Pokemon printed their cards. By the way, this is a cool story, because when I used to work for the magic industry, I went to the bicycle factory in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I had access to the casino print line, which is where there were guards with Uzis just standing by the door. Because if you were to mess with the cards that were printed, that could potentially mess with the casinos. So they were guarding us and watching us. What I learned was that there's something called the web press, which is this giant machine that looks like a spider web, and it's printing cards at like 1,000 cards a second. It's like this giant piece of paper that's being printed. This is when you go mass to the public, right? Now, when Pokemon originally printed these first editions, or these shadowless cards, which don't have that stamp, they were using a different printing press, a different process. And so when they ran out of the first editions, when they were like, all right, guys, the stamps are done, we're going to migrate to this new process, because they realized Pokemon was so in demand, they needed to streamline their process. So they went to a different printing press. When they did, they fixed a few things about the cards, like the artwork. They added a shadowed corners. They fixed a few things. And what was left of the first editions did not get stamped were these cards. They were printed alongside first editions at the same time.
But that old printing method.
Exactly. But because the kids at that time...
The easiest tell for that to confirm it is most of the errors that you see on first edition print are all also on shadowless. So they didn't correct like the the HP Vulpix error, the blue dot Vulpix errors. Those are on first edition and Shadowless. The Bulbasaur error. I think So they're on all first edition and Shadowless cards.
And thought that this was either fake or this was the unlimited set. They treated them like crap, and they weren't special. And so, believe it or not, the Charizard first edition of this card, is $500,000 right now, and yet this card is, and every card in it, the non-first editions are 3 times more rare.
So, but it costs less.
But it costs less.
Let me say
like
this.
A good investment to me.
This
I think
is
so.
This is odd.
Good.
His
Right
favorite
now
set,
on
man.
eBay, you can place a bid at $1,000 for a heavy shadowless base set booster pack. $1,000.
Yeah, but that's bid. And how many days is left?
Yeah, but nobody's bidding on the other ones either.
They're probably gonna snipe it.
But
Yeah, why don't you do it?
also,
Yeah,
when they
well,
say
there's-
heavy,
yeah.
that doesn't mean anything. You have to know what the weights are because every eBay seller says heavy in the list.
Yeah, but it's weight. It's
It
on the
doesn't
scale though.
Yeah, but
Couldn't you just look that up?
Yeah, you do. You have to compare though.
Yeah.
Because of all the ones that I bought, I made sure that they were legit heavy. But everybody else put it on. They put
Can't
it on
believe my
scale,
mic hasn't
and they tell
fallen.
you it's
It's,
heavy, even when
it's
it's not.
standing. There we go.
No, if the weight's showing.
You got to know the weight.
I should
21
show
point.
you the weight and say that it's heavy.
21.1?
And when I'm like, I didn't get a hollow.
Well,
they
let's
can
say
be
it's,
like,
but it's
so?
21 grams.
Okay,
20 grams. Couldn't I just look up heavy pack weight?
look it up.
21 grams.
You're not gonna find it.
Okay, well, here's the other thing. One other one.
I don't know about that.
$729.
TCA Gaming.
The starting bid, $729. Bidding ends in 11 hours.
How about you
It's
look at
in
the
a
sold listings,
pack
bud?
already like this.
Yeah, see, that's a whole different weight. I guarantee
Amateur.
you're not gonna find the guideline for it. I tried looking. I could not find the guidelines
Yeah,
for
how
what
do
they
you
should
tell
weigh.
that's heavy? Because
And what's great,
Andrei, you were working with Professor Oak Cali. Just ask the gentleman. He knows. King Gary knows.
is he?
cardboard and other variables.
Right. Well, that's why I'm looking at the one on the scale.
And once you weigh it,
Scale.
oh, let me show you this. You can choose. Where's the peas?
Got the yellow and the red cheeks because the set's only supposed to have 102
Oh, there we
cards.
go. So the two most valuable cards in this set out of the commons are these two.
Oh, is it the red cheeks and yellow cheeks?
Yeah, the red and yellow cheeks Pikachu's. These right here
The Jikachus.
are most
Where are
rarest
they?
ones in here. The most valuable ones.
That's his parents from the last video.
Two variants.
Did they do this on purpose?
Yeah, I think so. Well, actually, that might have been an accident. That might have just been something they fixed in the artwork. Yeah. But yeah, this thing is like 5 times less expensive, but 3 times more rare than the first edition.
That's why I love it.
That's-
And,
I
and I
love
just
it.
think most people don't know that, and that's why it's so undervalued. That's why I thought it was a great investment.
I think.
Great investment.
That sounds
Yeah.
smart.
So what's
Gamble.
interesting is that people were saying they've opened packs at 21 grams that have had hollows,
Right.
and also opened packs at 21 grams that have not had hollows.
Yeah, that's why you go slightly over 21. Go to like 21.2, 21.3, or whatever it might be.
Yeah,
I've
but people have
always-
said that even they've opened packs at 21.23 that have not had hollows.
Right.
So there's got to be.
I don't know about that
There's
one.
a
That
GA
seems like a reach, but
Like, or your
different
heavy packs.
boxes have
It's
different.
very unlikely because I've opened
different
5
stuff.
of them, and they've all been hollow. So the other 9 are very likely to be hollow as well, and they're long crimps, so they're the silver at the top is longer, so I know the weights for those. It's like 41.3 or 41.2, I think.
Yep.
This is incredible.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's a good eye out for alternative investing, just like Graham, Mr. Smart Guy over there, buying into.
Graham was like, "How much would you, how much would you ask for this?" And he's like, "Give you 160 or 165 or whatever he said."
165.
I'm like, "Hey, would you give me your bar?
No.
The Lotus?"
No.
All right. I wouldn't take it.
This is awesome, dude. It's gotta feel good.
This guy,
You know
Jack
what's-
just
okay,
loves
here's
the
difference.
case.
First edition, the barrier is money. If you have enough money, you can buy this whole set in first edition. With this set, if you had the money, buy it, because it's nowhere to be found right now. You cannot find this set, nor PSA 10 Shadowless cards, non-first edition. That's the difference between these two sets. Money buys the other set, money does not buy this set. You can't find it.
So guys, thank you so much for watching.
So that is pretty awesome. Again, big props to Andrei Jikh, Professor Oak Cali. I wanted to check this out because I'm a huge fan of that gentleman there on the right. Been following him for quite a few years. Had definitely taken a lot of his advice in personal finance, and it's awesome. So he's got I don't even know how many subscribers. So this is just clips. So this only has 5,000 subscribers. We can go here, look at his regular channel. Maybe I'll just search it. I want to say he's up to about 3 million. Yeah, 3.4 million subs. So he's a great dude, 30 years old. Dropped out of high school, or was it college? I can't remember. Dropped out of, I think it was high school. And basically started working in real estate and made his way, has tons of real estate passive income, and that's it. Let me know what you think. You guys have a good one. Peace.